College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Yellow Jackets offense will have the first possession of the game. And all eyes will be on this man because he is electrifying every time he touches the ball.
I mean, so much fun to watch. Can hit home runs, can make big plays. Everything in this offense starts with that grown man.
What I really like about him, too, is he's versatile, right? He can carry the rock, he can catch the football, he's good at blocking. This guy stays on the field for a reason.
They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's King. Finds a spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Gets it out quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
It's now 2nd down.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Lane. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So an 82-yard drive there.
That makes the score Georgia Tech 7, Colorado 0. Number 33 set to kick this one away.
Bringing it back. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Sanders. He's got his man. And good blocking and space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed. At linebacker, he can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. On second down, wants to throw it. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. From the gun on third down. Throwing right. And the misconnection on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Tipped ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He wants to pass it on second down. A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
2nd and 10 after the previous play. The aerial assault continues. Got it set up on the outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. And the Yellow Jackets have taken it inside the 20. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech 14.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Scanning the field, it's Sanders. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Finds a tight end. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Defense will always trying to get some tips, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
There's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And on that out route, 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Good timing on the quick out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. A fair catch called for and made. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Grab behind the line. It's Lane. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Via the screen. Gain of 4. And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lane. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam and make a big play.
The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's King. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Caught over the middle. It's Boyd. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. He's looking for a man on second down. Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Georgia Tech, 21.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Number 33, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the Buffaloes in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Sanders. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Going to the running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here.